Hey guys, Bella here, coming to you with a video about some New Year's goals and really resolutions in reference to my Amazon FBA business. As you can see, we have the lovely tree here, and I'm just feeling really festive. I'm going to a Christmas play tonight, so I have on my big bulky sweater that I got at the thrift store for $2. But I was sitting last night thinking about how I've done in Amazon FBA this year and how I plan to improve for next year. And I sort of came up with this little list of 7 things that I think I could do better at. Definitely come a long way in terms of progression over the last year, but I think next year I'm going to do even better. So I'm just going to go through these 7 ways that I think that I can improve my Amazon FBA business. So number 1 is to increase the average selling price. So my current ASP for 2017 is $17.82. So that's pretty good because last year I want to say it was around $11 to $12. But for 2018, I would really love this closer to the $25, $30 mark. Basically, increasing your ASP means that you're touching less items to make more profit in general. I mean, you can sell a lot less products and you can have to source less products and make the same amount of money. So I really want to get that ASP up closer to $25 to $30 range. So that's number 1. Number 2 is to diversify my inventory. So this year, 81% of my revenue came from books alone, and that's 81% of, like, so far $28,500 came from books. So next year I really want to be more diverse in my inventory offerings and try to figure out some ways that I can source more grocery items, video games, electronics, kitchen, home improvement, all kinds of different categories that I haven't really been very good about finding stuff for. And it just comes down to the fact that I'm comfortable sourcing books. I know that books have a good margin. I know that when I invest in books, I have a really good return. So that is one reason that I typically source books so much. But next year, I'm going to try to diversify my inventory more. Number 3 is really simple. Hire an employee. So I want to hire someone to help me do my listings for Amazon FBA. That's going to involve a little bit of pain because I'm going to have to train my employee. But I really want to do that and have less of my time spent at the computer because I think that my time is more valuable when I'm out in the field sourcing. So number 4, kind of simple also, but invest more in inventory. You have to spend money to make money. So, I'm really cheap lately about investing in inventory. Some people will spend $10 to make $5, but I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to spend 10 and make 20. So I'm going to have to get more comfortable with spending more money to make more money. Number 5 is to better track my time. Anybody who works from home knows that the hours can slip away sometimes, especially when we're on our computer. So I think that in 2018, I want to actually sit down and set timers for every time I start working on each of my business endeavors and seeing, at least get a kind of an idea of how much time I'm spending in each area. That way I can try to improve and, cut out some of the unnecessary tasks that I'm doing. I'm really bad about checking sales obsessively, like logging on 4 or 5 times a day just to see what sold. And I've tried to tell myself checking sales does not equate to sales, but anybody who sells online, that's our livelihood, is seeing a sale come through. So I'm going to try to be better about that. Number 6 is download a mileage app. That way I can also see how much time I'm spending driving, sourcing, being in the car, dropping off packages, going to check out leads, going to yard sales, going to flea markets, going to thrift stores. This purpose is twofold. The main reason is so I can get my gas mileage write-off, 54 cents a mile for business travel, and also so I can see, again, what I'm doing with my time and whether or not it's efficient. Number 7 is the last thing, and it's be more efficient. I wrote down that I wanted to start testing out different softwares and different methods to see if I could try and figure out a way to cut down some of the time that I spend on my business and maybe, work 20 hours a week instead of 30 or 40. And I really don't know how much I worked this year because I haven't tracked it, and so that's a downfall for me. I know that resellers probably work more than the average person, but it doesn't feel like work to me, and that's one reason that I haven't really been tracking it. because when you work at a job, you're like counting the hours until you get to go home. But when I'm outsourcing, I'm just outsourcing. It's not a big deal. I'm hanging around the thrift store. I might go get lunch with a friend. I may go to the park. I may drop off some packages. I may go to the gym. It doesn't feel like work to me, but I want to do a better job in 2018 of really kind of itemizing my time and seeing what I'm doing with this, all the minutes that I put into my business, and also to be able to see how much I make per hour, like how much do I really make if I really sit there and look at it, because at the end of the day, I want my business to be able to run without me in it as much as possible. So I know that I can't completely eliminate myself, but a big phrase in business is to don't be the bottleneck of your own business, meaning don't be the thing that keeps you from scaling. A lot of resellers refuse to hire an employee because they don't want to go through the pain points of training them and trusting them, but I really think this is a major pitfall, because anybody who sells on eBay knows there's only so much time in the day for listing, and you are going to absolutely burn out if you sit there and try to do 20, 30, 40 listings a day for a week straight. Eventually you're not going to care about eBay anymore. It becomes not even worth the time. So but with Amazon FBA, those are going to be my 7 things: increase average selling price, diversify my inventory, hire an employee, invest more in inventory, track my time, download a mileage app, and become more efficient overall. So these are my 7 little things that I want to get better at in 2018 for my Amazon FBA business. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I would love to hear any tips you have about becoming better at Amazon FBA. And I know that a lot of you guys have watched me kind of go through this journey throughout the year. So if you see something and that you think you should point it out that I can get better at, leave it in the comment section. You're not going to offend me at all. You'll probably help me out. So thanks guys for watching, and have a very good Christmas and a Happy New Year.